Hey guys, I'm Tiffany and it's Friday, so have a happy weekend this weekend ahead of us. Hope everybody's got some good plans for in the US the holiday weekend. If you haven't seen my article on the United States Pluto return, this is kind of an interesting time to be looking at it during the birth of the United States. So I just wanted to throw that out there as some fun weekend reading for you. I have a new deck. Thank you to my special friend for sending me this, the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I practiced with it last night. It was really accurate. And so what's kind of different about this deck is that the artist she did versions that allows the reader to decide whether you want to work with like the female or the male version, and I left them all in. So this deck has lots of cards, and so we might get two kings of wands, for example, and one looks like a girl and one looks like a boy. Okay, so I really like this deck, and I'm just going to clear the energy and ask for some clear information and insight for any of our Aries watching. Just some fun, entertaining weekend vibes for our Aries. Okay, Queen of Wands. All right, see, very different than the other decks. And a Knight of Pentacles. Isn't that beautiful? All right, Aries, so it looks like you're trying to take some responsible action. It looks like, look, Queen of Swords here. Looks like you're trying to take some responsible action for yourself, and that it's going to maybe, looks like some tough love, right? Looks like you might need to do a little budgeting, do a little like trimming of the fat, so to speak, like tightening things up. It could be that you just want to do a new set of house rules, these are my standards of integrity. This is what's okay in my house, and we live by these kind of platform of rules, right? So those are some things that you could play with this weekend. What else do we notice? You know, the Queen of Wands is a go-getter. So this is, and the Knight of Pentacles is also on the move, just very steadily. And the Queen of Swords is very direct and clear. You know what I mean? And so this can be a fun weekend for you to be in action about something. I just want you to be aware, all of us, that Mars is now squaring Uranus and Saturn, and it's very explosive energy this weekend. So knowing that some of our Aries have more explosive tendencies, I would say just stay focused, stay hydrated, and make sure that you know what you're fighting for. Know that some battles are you be better off saving your energy for some things, right? Okay, let's clear the deck for Taurus and see if we can get a fun weekend reading for our Taurus friends. Just asking for Spirit to come through clearly for a fun message for Taurus. Okay. All right. Six of Wands. It's a hummingbird. And the Sun. And the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So here's what they look like in this deck. This is the Six of Wands, right? And so this is a victory, a win, a moving forward of some kind. The Sun is also really about becoming yourself. You know, the Sun is about taking advantage of opportunities, and the Ace of Pentacles likely has to do with money, stability, home, your self-worth, your inner worth. And so this idea of, you know, these three together to me really look like it's a time when you can step into your own power, when you can be stronger. So this looks like lifting weights, you know, it looks like actually developing physical muscles. It looks like getting some good vitamin D, you know, it looks like a good time to reboot your system so that you can shine, you know. This feels like a very empowering time in your life. So staying on top of the things that feel empowering. All right, let's clear for Gemini. I know that's vague, guys, so if you want a more specific reading, if you want to go into it deeper, you can listen for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. You can also book with any of our intuitives a private reading at wiseskiescollective.com. But here we are on Gemini. What do our Gemini friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? Okay, we've got a Five of Cups. Ouchie. A Page of Pentacles. Okay. So this can look like grief around work. You know, this can look like, you know, some sad times or something that feels like a loss. and the Page of Pentacles usually has something to do with our career or our job. You could be losing a client. You could have had somebody say that they're quitting, you know. You could have you could be leaving a job. You could be leaving a job, but it doesn't have to be sad. It's just like, take a moment to reflect, because right around the corner is the sun. So just knowing that this loss or this sense of grief or this sense of lack or deficit is okay. It's actually for the better, and everything's going to grow. It's just like when you're trimming a plant. You know what I mean? It's like, oh gosh, I don't want to take that much off, but then it ends up blooming so much better, right? That's what it feels like energetically for you guys, Geminis. All right, let's clear for Cancer. Let's see what's ahead for our Cancer friends. All right, clearing the deck for Cancer. All right, this one was kind of jumping around. So the Emperor is what fell out here. The Emperor is what fell out, but let's get some more cards for Cancer. All right, the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. Okay, guys, this is tough messages having to do with love and money. This is a relationship card. Isn't it beautiful? It's a relationship card. It indicates issues with your significant other, somebody having a hard time being honest with themselves, somebody having a hard time committing or being clear. And then the Emperor has to do usually with work, with your job, with your money, with your savings, with a sense of authority, an authority figure. Could be a male figure in your life. It could be something that where you feel like you've given your power to, you know, I'll say that a lot. And so it just looks like you need to have an honest talk. You need to have what we would call a come to Jesus in a lot of ways. All right, so just being ready to be brutally honest is what I would say. And being brutally honest doesn't mean that you have to hurt somebody else, but you do have to say what's on your mind and your heart so that you can clear the air and you guys can move forward one way or the other, right? Okay, let's clear it. Look, this deck is all nice and organized, going the same way. All right, let's clear for Leo. Let's clear the deck for Leo. What do our Leo friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? Clear for Leo. Woo! Woo! I hadn't seen this one yet. Woo! Leo. All right. I don't even want to give you this reading. Look at that, Three of Swords. Arrows to the heart. And then the Knight of Pentacles, and then the Three of Cups here, indicating that there's some relationship issues, right? There's trouble in paradise. There is a triangulation issue going on. Maybe there's somebody talking on the side and it doesn't feel like it's a big deal, but it's kind of a big deal. There's too many chefs in the kitchen, okay? Too many irons in the fire. Now, this doesn't have to be all super bad. Like, let's say that your love life is great and your relationships are going well. Just notice where there might be some triangulation, where there's some us versus you, or almost like when you are co-spousal with a parent. You know what I mean? Like, there's something that is not right. We got 2 3s, both having to do with a relationship trauma, possibly at work. All right, so it could be that there's like the Mean Girls Club or something going on at work. Could be that you're separating some family finances and there's just more people than you had in mind to share with. You know what I mean? This does look like a broken heart, some confusion, and some uncomfortableness. So my advice to you, Leos, if this speaks to you, it's not going to speak to every Leo, right? But if this speaks to you, right, to get clear and see how you can separate yourself from any triangulation. This looks like getting off of dating websites. You know what I mean? This looks like just being yourself and knowing what you're committed to and staying really clean and clear in the relationship-y department. Okay? You see me wincing? Ugh, ouchie. What else can we tell the Leos? Anything good? Yeah, just be really clear. Just be really clear. Don't be wishy-washy. Ask for what you need. All right, clearing the deck for Virgo. Let's clear for Virgo and see what our Virgo friends need to hear this weekend. Clearing for Virgo. Okay. I'm doing another big shuffle here. Congratulations to all my students who just graduated with their Tarot class, thank you so much for coming. You're brilliant. You're amazing. I know some of you are part of our inner circle group and are practicing. You're doing great. All right, let's clear for Virgo. Almost just lost it. Okay, the deck, that is, not my mind. Page of Cups. Isn't that sweet? Oh my gosh, it's so sweet. We also get the Four of Cups. All right. So, some of you Virgos and the Seven of Swords. All right, some of you Virgos are feeling lonely and taken advantage of and outcast, okay? How do you get out of that? You know, how do you have a friend? You be a friend, right? And so this is a message of love. It looks like the most loving thing you can do is to reconnect with some people, is to reconnect. It feels like either you've been isolated or you feel isolated or you just don't feel connected. And the opposite of connection is addiction, okay? So if you're in some addictive tendencies, which look like isolation, loneliness, putting yourself on an island, just unplugging from a lot, that's okay. Like, we have to do that sometimes. All of us have to do that sometimes, but it does look like you're yearning for a little bit more connection than you've been getting, or than you feel like you've been getting. All right, so however you can do that in a way that really honors the inner child, you know, would be great for you. All right, let's clear for, who's after Virgo? Libra, right? Yeah, Libra. Okay, clearing for Libra. Clearing for Libra. Let's see. Like, okay, I don't know what's up with the comments. I can see that you're here, but I can't see them yet. All right, clearing for Libra. Clearing for Libra. Hanged Man. Does everybody sing Led Zeppelin when you get the Hanged Man card? Probably not funny, but that's what goes through my mind. And then I start to think about the lyrics, and then I start to wonder, does it apply? The Hanged Man for you Libra, it means just don't do anything right now. And sometimes that means you're just not ready to make a decision, you know, and Libras often dance in that pool of indecision, and they'd rather you make the decision because they want you to be happy. You know what I mean? That makes them happy, is when you're happy and you decide. But the Hanged Man right now, Libra, means just take a pause, take a step back. We don't have all the information we need, and you just are not ready to make a move. You know, you might feel like you're ready to make a move, but the cards say don't. We got the Wheel of Fortune. There is something big coming, but don't take that risk just yet. You know, don't take that risk just yet. Do I have them upside down? I've already got them all upside down and backwards. All right, let's clear for Scorpio. Welcome, new deck, right? Let's clear for Scorpio. See what our Scorpio friends, myself included, need to hear, setting aside what we think we know so that we can have a new experience of the reading. I'm just clearing for Scorpio. What is it that our Scorpio friends need to hear for the weekend ahead? How can they best gear their hearts and minds for the days to come? Two of Pentacles. Okay, we also got the Six of Wands. All right. So this is about balancing home and family and work and career and duty and passion. You know what I mean? This is a card about moving forward as well. Look, you get the Lovers card and another and a two. So spending some time with the people that you love, specifically your significant other, in a way that feels balanced and fair and magical. Look at them. Look, they're just in love. So if you're not in love, if you can't spend time with a lover, falling in love with life, you know, falling in love with yourself, getting reconnecting to your higher power is also a translation of the Lover's card, right? One of my students suggested that the Lovers, for her, was a nod from her ancestral lineage. So that's another way to look at it. But spending some time falling in love, either with somebody else, yourself, your higher power this weekend, just remember what it feels like to be adored and to adore others. You know, getting in that energy of love attracts it. You know, you magnetize it to yourself. Okay, let's clear the deck for Sagittarius. What do our Sag friends need to hear this weekend? Some fun advice. Entertainment only. Okay, clearing for Sag. Okay. I'm going to shuffle some more. Suspension. Let's clear for Sag. The 8 of Wands. All right. And we also get the 6 of Pentacles. All right. So this is like spending time with a childhood friend, a blast from the past, somebody that really lifts you up, somebody that you just love being around. This could be a conversation, but you get the Emperor. This was also at the end of the Scorpio read, but I didn't turn it over. So the Emperor too is about finding your balance, you know, with your responsibilities. What kind of Emperor do you want to be? What kind of legacy are you leaving? These are the thoughts to consider, you know what I mean? And so even having that type of a conversation with your sweet, special soul friend would be a good use of some time this weekend, you know? How's it going for you at work? What are your work goals like? How's your career going? What can they do to help you, right? Like these are some nice conversations that you could consider to play with. All right. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth, guys. All right. Thank you. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go into 10 o'clock. What's the 10? 9, 10. Capricorn. Let's clear for Capricorn. If you're new to Wise Skies, we have a private Facebook group called the Wise Skies Inner Circle, and I put up a miracle thread the other day, a place where everybody is posting some prayer requests. And so there are a large group of healers, mystics, prayer warriors, metaphysical healers, Reiki masters that are there willing and able to send you some healing light. So if that speaks to you, if you're going through a really hard time, a lot of people are, you're not alone, and I just invite you to come in and list yourself there if you would like. Okay, let's clear for Capricorn. What do our Capricorns need to hear? 9 of Cups. You get your wish, Capricorn. You're getting what you asked for, but do you want it, you know? All right. The Knight of Wands. All right, Capricorn. Looks like you're on a mission. We got the Strength card here. Looks like you've been questioning yourself. It looks like you've been really asking almost too many people for their insight, guidance, and wisdom. It looks like you've been going outside of yourself, and you might be going in too many directions. You know, you might be going based off of too many different emotions. But this is a positive spread here. It is a time of forward momentum for you. The reminder is to check in with yourself and not care about all of those opinions you just got, right? Okay, enough said. All right, let's clear for Aquarius. Let's clear the deck for Aquarius. Clearing for Aquarius. What fell out? Sorry. Bye. Queen of Cups. She has octopus hair. All right, Aquarius, it's time to be the Queen of Cups. It's time to be the Empress. It's time to dance in the waters of fertility and creativity and childbirth. Look at this Empress card. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. All right, so Aquarius, you're creating something and you need to protect it with that motherly love. See, both of these cards are about protecting the baby. This could be the inner child work that you've been doing. It could be a literal baby on the way. It could be that you're adopting a new rescue animal. It could be you know, literal or metaphorical, but it looks like you need to take great care of this baby, okay? Looks like you're in an incubation period and you're being asked to slow down and provide some real nurturing care. So this weekend, you know, maybe you're babysitting, maybe you're helping a new mama out, maybe you're learning some doula techniques, I don't know, but there's definitely a theme around birth, birthing, mothering, nurturing, taking care of the small people in your life, okay? All right, let's clear the deck for Pisces. See what our Pisces friends have to say. I mean, need to hear for this weekend. Just asking our guides to come forward with information about Pisces. I'm gonna remind you guys, we've got Nightmare Lab coming up. Super excited to talk about that with Jen LeCompte. She's gonna teach us about night terrors, nightmares, things that go bump in the night, and you can bring your nightmares to class and she will dissect them with you. Wow, so many 6 of Wands today, don't we? All right, Pisces, you get a 6 of Wands. You also get a 5 of Wands. I knew somebody was going to have it. Okay, and then the 10 of Pentacles. All right, Pisces, you know, it's like you've almost delayed on something, and you feel like you're wasting some time in a sense, because you've got big money to be made. You feel like you're ready to make a big impact on the world, and it's almost like you're just treading water, or the finish line keeps moving, or things just keep coming up and getting in the way. And you could be that thing that's coming up and getting in the way. But ultimately, you do have here the 10 of Pentacles. You have the ability to be very successful, feel a sense of abundance, fulfillment, in both love and money, and spiritual purpose and career. Like, that's coming. And it does feel like you've been thwarted. But just keep the faith, basically. Keep the faith, Pisces. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Do the next right thing, not the next thing right. And keep the faith, okay? So I'm going to pull one card because these are so much fun to work with. Thank you to my friend again who sent them to me. I love them. And mailbox magic is the best. I hope everybody gets some mailbox magic this week. But let's pull one card overall for all of us. Okay. The High Priestess. All right, you know what's best for you. You guys, you know what's best for you. Just tap into your own magic, right? Get really clear. Get really honest with yourself. And become the magnet for that which you are asking for, okay? Feel into it, meditate on that feeling, and trust that it will come, right? I love you guys. Have a happy weekend. Be really safe out there. There's a lot of volatile energy in the skies. The July forecast is up. The podcast is up. If you want to see it written, if you want to hear it through anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find Wise Skies, and it's on YouTube too. So thank you for liking and subscribing and following and sharing. It helps the channel. You mean so much to me. This is one of my favorite parts of the week, till we can work together again, guys.